Dear students, welcome to another video tutorial on programming concept using C. And today's topic is if-else decision making condition. Okay, in our previous tutorial we have learned about if-else. Okay, so in this case we will discuss about if-else decision making condition. Okay, myself Niladri Shekhar Pal. I am working as an assistant professor at Computer Science and Engineering Department at Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. This college is under GIS Group Educational Initiative and the college is situated at Baruipur. So what is if-else if statement? The if-else if ladder statement is an extension of to the if-else statement. Okay, if there are multiple conditions, okay, in the program, then we will use else if condition. Okay, so in if else statement we have only one condition. Okay, that is within the if statement. If that satisfies, okay, then something will execute, otherwise it will go to the else part. But in this case there may be multiple conditions. Okay, so one condition will be at if and other condition will be in the else if conditions. Okay, and there can be more than one conditions. Okay, so it is used in the scenario where there are multiple cases to be performed for different conditions. Okay, in if else if ladder statement, if a condition is true, then the statements defined in the if block will be executed. Okay, otherwise if some other condition is true, then the statement defined in the else if block will be executed at last. So at the last, if none of the conditions is true, then the statement defined in the block else block will be executed. Okay, so there are multiple condition. One is that if within if, and others are in the else if. Okay, there are multiple else if block. Okay, can be. Okay, and if all the if and else if blocks will not be, conditions are not satisfied, then the else condition will be executed. There are multiple else if blocks possible. Okay, so it is similar to the switch case statement where the default is executed instead of else block if none of the cases is matched. Okay, we will discuss the switch case in our later. Okay, so I'm repeating once again, if else if ladder statement is an extension to the if else statement. It is used in the scenario where there are multiple cases to be performed for defined conditions. In if-else if ladder statement, if a condition is true, then the statements defined in the if block will be executed. Okay. Otherwise, if some other condition is true, then the statement defined in the else if block will be executed. At last, if none of the conditions is true, then the statements defined in the else block will be executed. There are multiple else if blocks possible. It is similar to the switch case statement where the default is executed instead of else block if none of the cases is matched. Okay, so this is the else if condition. As you can see, there is a condition in if. Okay, if this condition 1 satisfied, then the code is here will be executed. Okay, and there is another condition, that is else if. Okay, there is another condition, if this condition satisfied, then these codes will be executed. And here is another condition. Okay, if this condition satisfies, then these codes will be executed. And this is the else part. Okay, if all these three conditions will not execute, null supported, then this else condition will be executed. Okay, so this is the flowchart for if else if. This is the condition. Okay, so if it is true, okay, so something will executed. If it is false, then there is second condition will be checked. Okay, if it is true, then this statement will be executed. If also this condition is false, then this condition will be checked. Okay, and if both these three conditions is not satisfied, then the else part will be executed. That is statement 5. Okay, so this is the flowchart for else if. So now we'll discuss a C program, okay, to calculate the grading system of a student. Okay, suppose the logic is, suppose the student is number is more than 80. Okay, 80 or more than 80, then we can say that is the star marks. If the number is between 60 to 79, then we can say that this is the first division. Or from 45 to 60, 59, we can say that it is second division. And from 30 to 45, 44, we can say that is the third division, and below 30 is the fail marks. Okay, so this is how we have thinking about the program. Okay, so let's do the program now. So this is our C compiler editor. We will first go to the file, new source file. Okay, so I will write the program. This is hash include stdio.h. Sorry, this is caps letter. Hash include stdio.h. Okay, this is the header file. Hash include kanaya.h. This is also a header file. Okay, console input output. Previous one was standard input output. Okay, next int main. Okay, so this is the starting of int main. We will take a variable int marks. Okay, next printf. Enter the total mark. Enter the marks. Okay, next scanf statement. Ampersand marks. Okay, now we'll use the if else if condition. Okay, so in the if condition, our first condition if is marks is greater than equals to 80. Okay, greater than equals to 80, then we can say that this is a star marks. Okay, printf this is a star mark, a star. Okay, the next condition is if the number is less than 80 but greater than 60. Okay, so we'll use the else if condition here. So else if marks is greater than equals to 60 and marks is less than equals to 79. Okay, then we can say that this is the first division marks. Okay, so this is first division marks. Okay, so this is the first division mark. Sorry, this is the star mark. Okay, this is the star mark. Okay, so if the number is between 60 to 79, is this the first division marks. Okay, then another condition, that is else if the marks is greater than equals to 40, so there is an error. Else if marks is greater than equals to 40 and marks is less than less than 60, okay, or less than equal to 59. Okay, we can say that printf slash n second division marks. Okay, and from 30 to 39 it is third division. Okay, there is another condition, else if marks greater than equals to 30 and marks if less than 40, okay, or less than equal to 39, we can say that third division mark. Okay, so printf slash n third division marks. Okay, and in the else part this is the fail. Okay, else printf not promoted. Okay, so let's save the program first. Save as this is if else if dot c. Okay, so if we am executing the program right now. Okay, so enter the mark. Suppose the number is 65, then this is first division. Okay, I am again executing. Suppose it is 37, it is third division. Okay, I am again executing. So yeah, I am again executing. Okay, if 28 not promoted. Okay, so this is the basically logic. Okay, as you can see that there are multiple conditions. This is the condition 1. Okay, this is condition 1. This condition 1. Okay, here this is condition 2. This is condition 2. This is condition 3. Okay, this is condition 4. Okay, so these are the condition, and this is the else the default condition. Okay, when all of this condition will not be satisfied. Okay, so this is the benefits of else if condition. Okay, if there are multiple conditions, we can use them all in the else if condition. Okay, so this was the program to calculate the grade of a student. Okay, so next we will do another C program to find the largest of three numbers. Okay, using this else if condition. So let's do the program. So at first hash include stdio.h. Okay, next conio.h hash include conio.h. These are all the header files. Okay, next int main. So we have to find out the largest of three numbers. Okay? For that we have to take three variables. Okay, so int a comma b comma c. Okay, so now we'll take the inputs of this printf slash n. Enter the three numbers. Okay, then scanf percentage d there are three values. Okay, so that is why you have to take 3% d, okay, comma ampersand a, comma ampersand b, comma ampersand c. Okay, so if there are we have to find out basically the largest of three numbers. So when a will be largest, when a is greater than b and also a is greater than c, then we can say that a is the largest number. Okay, so if a greater than b and a greater than c, okay, so a is greater than both b and c, from b and c, then we can say that printf percent d is the largest. Okay, so we can say that the percent d is the largest, and whose value will be printed? The value of a will be printed. Okay, I'm just writing here a equals to percent is the largest. Okay, next, this is the condition for a is largest. Okay, so this is the condition one. Next, we will check whether b is greater than, no, not b is largest or not. So to b is largest, b will must be greater than a and c. Okay, so first one is b greater than a, and if b greater than equals to greater than c, okay, then we can say that printf b is the largest. So this is b equals to percentage d. Okay, is the largest. So the value of b will be printed. So this is the condition 2. As we know that in the else if condition, else if cases, there are multiple conditions. Okay, so this is the condition 2. So we have checked whether a is largest or not. We have checked b is largest or not. Okay, next we will check whether c is largest or not. Sorry, here will be else if. Okay, there is another condition else if. Okay, so we have to check whether c is greater than from both a and b. Okay, then we can see that the c is the largest. Okay, so else if c is greater than a and c is greater than b. Okay, so we can see that, say that printf flash b is the largest. Okay, so this is the c. Okay, so this is the condition 3 for c is largest. Okay, this is the condition 3. Next we have to check how this is the default part is all are equal. Okay, so printf, we can say that all elements are equal. Okay, so this is the program for largest three numbers. There are three conditions. One is whether a is greater than from both b and c. Okay, if this condition satisfied, then a will be largest. Next one, we have to check that whether b is greater than a and from a and c. If b is greater than from a and c, then we can say is that b is largest, and if c is greater than from a and b, then we can say that c is largest. Okay, so there are three conditions. One is the default case. Okay, let's save the program first. Okay, now execute it. There is an error. We have wrongly not given the semicolons. Okay, so let's save the program once again and execute it. It is now successful. Suppose three numbers are 3, 6, 7. Okay, so C is largest. So C is largest. I am again once again executing it. So it is 6, 2, 3. So A is largest. Now I will check whether B is largest or not. So 5, 45, 3. So B is largest. Next check whether all else part. Okay. So number are 5, 5 and 5. We can say all elements are equal. Okay. So this is the code for largest of three numbers. Okay. So here are the three conditions. This is condition 1. Okay. This is condition 1. Next this is condition 2. And this is condition 3. Okay. And this is the else part. Okay. Default condition. Okay. So as you can see that the first one is if and the rest of the conditions are else if. Okay. So this is how we write else if conditions. Okay. So as we have if we have multiple conditions, then we can use else if. Okay. So this was the program to find the largest of three numbers using else if condition. Okay. We can do it also using nested if also. Okay. That we will repeat or that we will discuss in the later. Okay. So next there is another program we have to relate to integer using equal, greater than and less than. Okay. So we have the logic of this program is whether two numbers is equal, less or greater than. Okay. We have to check these three conditions. Okay. So let's do the program. Okay. So at first we will give hash include stdio.h hash include anaya.h. Okay. Int name. Next we will take two variables int a comma b. Okay. Next we will take both the values printed. Enter the value of a. Okay. So here is the scanner. Percentage d comma ampersand a. Okay. Next we will take the value of b. Okay. So printf slash n. Enter the value of b. Okay. Scanf percentage d comma ampersand c. Okay. The ampersand b. Ampersand b. Okay. So both the value of a and b has been taken through input through keyboard. Okay. Now we'll use those less than greater than operators. Okay. So if a greater than b, we can say that printf a is largest. Okay, so A equals to percent D is largest. So the value of A will be printed. Okay. Next, another condition, that is else if. Okay. So if A less than B, okay, we can say that B equals to percentage D, okay, is largest, comma B. Okay. So B is the largest element. Next we will the else part. Okay. In the else part, A and B will be equal. So else we can say that printf here equal. Okay. So in the this is there are also two conditions. Okay. This is condition 1. This is condition 2. Okay, and this is the default condition. Okay. So let's save and run the program. So I have saved it. Okay. Now I will execute it. So there is an error. That is no semicolon has been given. So again I am saving the program and executing this one. So compile and run. Okay. So enter the value of A. The value of A is suppose 45. The value of B suppose it is 65. So B is largest. Okay. So let's check another condition. Okay. So what is the value of A? Suppose the value of A is 54. Value of B is suppose 45. Okay, so A is largest. Now we'll check the default condition. Okay. So what is the default condition? The default condition is whether A is greater than or A is equal to B or not. Okay. Suppose A is 45 and B is also 45. So A and B are equal. Okay. So this is the program of else if condition. Okay. So we have used three operators here: greater than, less than, and equal to. Okay. So in our previous program, we have discussed or we have find out the largest of three numbers using else if. Okay. So now we will do that program using nested if else. Okay. So let's the program do the program using nested if else. Okay. So hash include stdr.h. Okay. Hash include kanayo.h. These are the header files. Next int main. Okay. Next we have to take three variables int a, b, and c. Next we will take all the values for a, b, and c. So the enter three numbers. Okay. I'm taking all the values in the same scanner. Okay. So scanner percentage d, 3% d will be there for three integers. Okay. So ampersand a, ampersand b, and ampersand c. Okay. So all the numbers have been taken. Now we have to check the largest. Okay. So this is nested if else. Okay. So in nested if else, within a if there can be another if else. Okay. So if a greater than b. Okay, so A is greater. If this satisfies, then we will check whether if A is greater than for C or not. If also this condition satisfies, okay, then we can see that printf A equals to percentage D is the largest. Okay, so as you can see that at first A is greater than B. If this condition satisfies, then it will come in this condition. If this condition also satisfies, then A is the largest. Okay, A is the largest. If A greater than B condition satisfies, but this condition does not satisfy, okay, so the else part, that means A is greater than B, but A is less than C. Then we can conclude that C is greater than A and C is also greater than B. So printf C will be the largest element. C equals to percentage D. Okay, is the largest. Okay, so C is the largest. Next, if A is not greater than B, that means A is less than B, or rather we can say that B is greater than A. Okay, so if B is greater than A, then within else we have to check whether B is greater than C or not. If B is greater than C, then we can say that B is the largest. So B equals to percentage D is the largest. Okay, so if in the else part, that means B is greater than A. Okay. Now I am checking that whether B is greater than C or not. Okay. If B is greater than C, that means B is greater than A, and also B is greater than C. That means B is largest. Okay. Suppose in this else loop B is not greater than C. That means B is greater than A, but B is not greater than C. That means C is greater than B. If C is greater than B, then C is also greater than A. Okay, so we can say that the C is the largest. So in the else part, we can write that printf C equals to percentage D is the largest. Okay, so these are the three conditions. Okay, this is if, this is else, and within if and else there are another other conditions. Okay, so let's execute the program. First save it. Okay, sorry, the value has not been printed. This is the C, with the B. Maybe C. So let's execute the program. Okay, there is another error. Let's check where is the error is. So if I execute, so enter three numbers, suppose 45, 5, 65. So C is largest. Okay, if we execute again, or 5, 5, 6. So A is largest. Let's check whether B is largest or not. 5, 7, 6. So B is the largest. So this is the program of nested Effels. Okay. First it is if this condition satisfies, then we will check this. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then this is the printed. A is largest. If this condition satisfies and this condition does not satisfy, then this else. Okay, so this is the else part. This is okay. So this is the C program to find the largest of three numbers using nested if else. Okay, so we have discussed four programs here. Hope you have understood how to write if else if. Okay, so else if is a very important. Okay, when there are multiple conditions. Okay, so when you will do most of the tough programs or those programs which are very much relative, or we can say that which are used in the normal life. Okay, then there must be multiple conditions. Okay, so you can use at that time else if. Okay, if you can also use nested if else, but it will do much coding. Okay, so else if is much less coding. Okay, so students, this is all about else if conditions. Hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write on the comment section. Okay, if you have liked my channel, like my videos, you can subscribe my channel. Okay, or you can visit www.digitalclassroom.Niladvipan to get all the details of my video tutorial. You can like my page also. Okay, so students, thank you for now. See you in the next video tutorial.